Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a long time since we've had any content on this channel, but tonight we are finally going to be doing the after show for Baddies Caribbean. I'm here with my co-host Ebony. Ebony, I want you to introduce yourself, tell the people who you are if they don't know who you are already, which they should.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Ebony, your favorite celebrity wardrobe stylist. I'm joining Mo today so that we could go ahead and spill all the shade, all the tea, get into some good details. Y'all can't find this nowhere. So y'all in for a treat. Buckle up.
And y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I love Ebony because we met on set of Coming Up Miami behind the scenes. We were doing green screens together. And if you didn't know, she styled Bianca. If not, did you only style Bianca on
No,
Baddies
so
Caribbean?
Bianca, honestly, what's crazy is I didn't even really get to work with Bianca as much for the set of Coming Up Miami. I got to work with the rest of the cast because Bianca showed up like late. So yeah, I was hired as a wardrobe stylist for the entire cast of Coming Up Miami.
And
So
you did your damn thing on that show. Everybody looked good.
yeah.
And we
Yes.
were just like vibing. I remember, like, I think it just felt like we were two random people in the room, but I don't even think we introduced ourselves to each other at first. And we were just like
So,
feeding off each other, making jokes, talking shit because we were here late as fuck at night. We were ready to
oh
go
my God.
home, ready to go to sleep. And we were like, okay, we're new set besties.
Right. Yeah, we was. And it was fun because it was like, oh, you know how to talk shit. Oh, and I thought, oh yeah, yeah, we good.
Yep. And
We
that's
like,
when Ebony realized that I was the messy person that got all the people to shit talk in their green screen. So we knew
yeah,
we would like each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
And since you did style Bianca and you're a pretty good friend of hers, I just assumed that you might have some tea from Baddies Caribbean that other people may not know about just from watching the show. So I'm rooting for you to give us some shit.
Yeah, so it's already been stirred up. I called Bianca this morning, like, listen, girl, tap me in because I know what happened. What are we eating the blogs up? What are we doing? So yeah, it's deep. It's good though, y'all.
So let's go ahead and get into it because as of last season, they started doing these opening fights, kind of like BGC style, and other reality TV networks have also done the same style where they show us something that happens mid-season to get the anticipation up. So they showed this big fight that happens between Mariah and Asian Doll. I don't know if you peeped it, but
Oh,
Mariah,
I peeped.
I was already fucked up and
Somebody
blushed.
was on the floor.
Right.
All I seen was
And look, I like Mariah Lynn. I feel bad
I
because she's so
don't.
small. Oh,
Boo, Mariah, you suck.
what's going on? Because okay, I do know that Bianca and Mariah fall out. I'm not sure if it's on set of the show, but obviously when Bianca comes in, we'll get to it later. But they're very close from being on Love and Hip Hop together. So, what do you want to say about that? Is there a
Okay,
specific
first of
reason that
all,
you want to
I'm
get to
just saying
later?
this. I told Bianca Mariah was shady from the jump. From the moment I met her, my skin just crawled. It's like I have a phobia of like creepy crawly things without legs that just slither and slime around. And when she came around, I was like, oh, it was like looking at a bowl of just worms, snaky worms. I'm like, oh, I cannot. So I immediately told Bianca, watch her. Bianca was like, I got it. I'm sorry. Then I'm like, I'm tapped in with Bianca during filming and I'm hearing everything that's happening. I'm like, yeah, I told you she's just not who she says she is. And like, even if you see the blog, she's saying all this crazy stuff about Bianca, like, oh, you wanted a storyline. Girl, we know really what happened behind the scenes. Like, Bianca was brought in to be your hero. Like, you should be happy that she actually was there to help you because you wasn't doing nothing. Like, you got beat up. She is the baddies like freaking what is it called? The
Punching bag.
bodies. Yeah, that's what you are. You're the freaking body bag of baddies. Like, come on, you're like this big and letting everybody beat upon you. Like, jeez, it's
So you
freaking.
did see some things that rubbed you the wrong way about Mariah that Bianca didn't initially see at first, and you were trying to tell her.
Okay, so the thing is, how can I say it? Bianca is really like a loving person. She's a really genuine person. So she'll see things, and I'm like that too. But it's like as you go through life, you're just like, okay, I have a good heart, but I know how to use my heart and I know where to put my heart. So it's like Bianca, like, is still in the phase of getting chances and
Mhm.
chances and chances. And it's like she knew who Mariah was, but Bianca's not dumb either. So the fact is, Mariah thought Bianca was done, which I don't understand. You've been knowing this girl for years. You should have known that she wasn't going to go for the dumb you was doing. Like, so I feel like Bianca knew the whole time. Like, Bianca's smart. I didn't have no worries with Bianca. She held her own you're gonna see. But we been knew Mariah wasn't nothing. She wasn't nothing.
I know I'm a male, but as a female, I just don't understand why so many people try to fuck with Bianca. Because when you see someone who's been fighting on reality TV with a smile on their face every single time, I don't know why you think that that's the right one to fuck with.
Big smile, like
on Coming Up Miami, on every fight that you see in the trailer, with a big smile on her face, ready, like with that devilish smile, while she's trying to get Selena and Coming Up Miami. She's like,
I'm like, smile.
Yeah, I love you, but you a little crazy.
Yeah, she is. I'm like, I don't know why y'all mess with that girl. Leave her alone. And
that's
she's from Harlem. Like,
she don't give a fuck.
Yeah, she don't care. She says it. I like to fight. She always says that. I like to fight. Like, why would y'all play with her? But I think they thought, because Bianca just got her breast done, so she didn't have her breast done in Coming Up Miami. So she could have really went, but she just got her breast done, so she had fresh breasts on set. Mariah knows this, like, and you letting your homegirl run and do all this. It was just Asian Dog gave her what she needed. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, so you think that she deserved it? I guess I'm looking forward to seeing all that.
Yeah. And I'm like, now I see why Sapphire and Suki had you running up them dang stairs, hiding on that bus last season, because you deserve that.
Screaming.
You deserve that.
Let's move on a little bit, because there's this song that came on that everybody I think knew about because it came on online, but it was like the intros or the intro song while B-roll was playing in the background. Natalie's Baddies song. How do you feel about that?
Okay, Natalie is just okay. I'll give it to Natalie because she's like a marketing genius. Like, she's gonna get the bag. She's like, if there's an opportunity,
she knows what she's doing.
But Natalie sucks. Like, but I do like. She's so
I'm glad we're on the same page.
She's so trash, but I do like Welcome to Baddies and everybody whooping everybody.
I like the beginning. I will say that I feel like she does shit sometimes just because she knows it sounds ridiculous, but she knows it's catchy. Like, the song is catchy, but it's god awful. It's horrible. But
Natalie is the type that she's gonna do whatever for the bag. She don't care if she looks stupid, if her mama looks stupid, her daughter looks stupid, her husband looks stupid. Clearly, she's gonna get the bag. Like, she don't care.
I think it's purposefully supposed to be funny, that song, because I hope.
No, it's.
I hope to God.
No, she was really trying to rap.
Let's move into the introductions of all the cast, because we got the returning cast, and I think one of the first people that stood out to me was Scottie coming back saying that this season she's not gonna be a lapdog. It took you 17 seasons to say this?
Girl, what? You should have never been a lapdog, first of all.
Girl, you got your ass beat by Natalie Nunn 14 times, and then you still licked her coochie on OnlyFans. I know they give you a lot of money, but
listen, Jocelyn said it was only $3.99 to get into the subscription, so I should have subscribed, because I'm like, Scottie, I want to see like why you won't hop off the lap. Like, I don't get it.
No, I've seen Natalie in the shower on Twitter. I've seen enough. The last thing I need is to see Scottie and Natalie bumping cats, because that's exactly what I heard they were doing.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's very insane. Scottie, I just think she doesn't have any type of her own backbone. Like, I really wish that she could do that, but that's her story, to be Natalie's lapdog. I want to say her coochie warmer.
And see, I was rooting for her the season. I think it was the second season or third season where she fought Razor and she actually won that fight. And that season, I was like, oh, there's like a new Scottie coming out. She's being herself. And then she stood her ground with Natalie when they got into that first fight outside the bus. And I was like, okay, I think I'm actually finally liking Scottie. And then she just reverted back to the same person. I just can't respect that.
I thought I was gonna like Scottie when okay, it's not that I don't like Scottie. I'm just like, girl, like be yourself.
Right.
Like just do you, like just be you. When she fought her, I think it was last season at the table, and
Mhm.
she was like, no, Nat, like, and then they fought in the hotel and everything at the Airbnb or whatever. And I was like, yeah, Scottie, like, yeah. But then she just cries and breaks down and goes back to Nat. But
Exactly.
Nat has this crazy control like over Scottie. Like,
Of
and I
course.
feel like Scottie feels like if she uses her voice to, bully up on that, then she's not going to have a job. And then
Right.
if she doesn't have a job, then she can't maintain this lifestyle that she's, came accustomed to. And then, she might lose her boo.
An opportunity and her boo. And look, to be fair, I don't dislike anybody on the cast either. I don't dislike anybody that I watch on TV. It's not that deep. We just have opinions. It's a show. It's an after show.
Right.
We're gonna talk shit, so don't take it that deep and don't be talking all the shit about us in the comments because of it.
Right.
They do too much sometimes. Some of
They
these
do.
people do
They
too
just going
much.
far. And I'd be like, bro,
Right.
all we had was use your voice. And now
Right,
you
exactly.
mama my kids. Like, come on.
Is there anybody from the returning cast that like stood out to you in any specific way for any reason?
I am so like proud. Like it literally makes me emotional to see Taseki.
I love her.
I absolutely love that girl. Like just to see how like her family history was and see that the bond that she was really passionate and really like emotionally affected what happened with her and Krishan. And you know, I lost my sister, so I know what it feels to really love your sister and not have her no more. And although
Me
Krishan is
too.
still there, they don't have that bond anymore. So to see her still progress and go get what she deserves and work and push forward, like from my understanding, none of her family is really supportive of her as much. So to see her still break forth and just live and just be graceful, like she sat there so mature, so pretty, so
Right.
like whatever. And I know she's gonna get. I know she's gonna get into it with somebody
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
show. But her opening, I was like, yes, Taseki, like, yes, go girl.
And
Yeah,
also another person that's just her own person because there were so many people kind of like with Natalie that were her lapdogs, like Krishan's lapdogs, and her own sister wasn't even that type of person. She tells her to slap two people that didn't want to fight, and she didn't do it because she was like, I'm not
and
about
see
that
at
person. I'm not about to
first,
bully someone.
yeah, at first I was like, Taseki, you better run for your sister. But then when I
Right.
started catching up, I'm like, oh yeah, Taseki, be your own. Yeah,
Mhm.
do you? Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So
Ha-
who was yours? Who stood out to you?
Rolly, I gotta say, because the fact that she took notice of this petition and made it her intro. See, y'all signed this petition, and I was one of them. I ain't gonna lie. I said, I'm fucking over her, bro.
I think I made a whole email again to put it on there again. Like,
I said, girl, you have run. You
Rolly, let me tell you, it was never your
over
body
it.
that was the problem. It's the knees. The
Mhm.
knees, my girl. The knees is the problem.
Mine is the corns on the toes sticking out of the sandals at all times. And
It's
look,
the elbows. It's the joints. It's the
I'm
joints.
a,
It's not,
and I'm allowed to
not
talk
the
shit
fat.
about Rolly because she called me fat back in the day that she blocked me, and I didn't even do anything to the girl. I supported her.
She got her damn nerve. I know she's gonna come for me, but it's fine, girl. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't the body we could have did with the fat. It was just the way the knee. I don't know. Her knees are very like, what is it? Ambidextrous.
They're going
like
inwards. Yeah,
they
they're
go in, but they go out. It's like I don't know. I was like, really,
and
get the knees fixed, baby.
the thing is, you can't get mad at us. We're just pointing out what the network didn't crop out, which they could have done. They could have at least cropped out the toes. I mean,
Definitely could have fixed the corns on the feet.
right. You could have done
And she
something.
always has this ashy patch on her elbow that I'm like, is it just like oil resistant? Like, I don't get it. Like,
Resistant is crazy.
dip it in the oil that you Put your chicken in
Oh,
it
we are
and
gonna get banned on YouTube.
rub it.
Oh my God. How do you feel about Sapphire? Because I love Suki. So I have slight feelings towards Sapphire with this whole storyline going on about the situation that happened last season, and I'm wondering why it's still being talked about. Probably because she's still feels some type of way about knowing that she's not the best friend. But
When you mention sapphire, it's like a burning that goes through my nose that's like, I don't know if it's like sewer swamp or like alligator soup or I don't know what it is, but it's a
alligator soup is
stench that,
diabolical.
it's a stench that comes to my soul that sapphire is.
Wait, are you speaking from experience? Did you actually smell her in person?
No, I didn't smell her in person.
I was really hoping you said you did.
I just want to like, I don't think I could be around her. Like, I'm just not a fan of people that like, first of all, I just think her last season, it just didn't, that wasn't my best friend last night. That was the devil. Like, that was just so trash to me. Like, girl, you're really on here crying. Like, you came in there, big body. Oh, it's the coochie girls. I'm riding for my friend. There's no way you should let Suki go against all those girls. Like, there's no coming back from that. And then, although I can't stand Mariah, your comeback was to attack Mariah. Why you didn't go for ET and them? Like,
Girl
why
that
you
attacked her friend.
yeah, why you didn't go for those people? So I just feel like she's a pick me person. And then even I know you've seen how Bianca had a pop on Sapphire.
Yep. Of course I did.
And Bianca said it. Sapphire wanted to fight her how many times? Like, girl, you didn't fight ET. You literally had to hype yourself up for the reunion. Like, come on, we gotta do this.
Throws a whole water bottle, then gets spun the fuck around and gets your ass beat. Ring around the rosy pocket full of beat your ass.
You ain't no goddamn coochie girl. You a hula hoop, ho. You just get tossed around, girl. You
That
ain't
shit was
not
crazy.
girl.
That girl is too tall to be losing fights like that.
You big, I just can't get with her. I don't know why they brought her back. Like, I really don't know why they brought her back. Like, it's giving she has
I just
connection.
they only brought her back because Suki would like want her to come with her friend.
So
But
do you feel like the beef between them is real? Because I just seen that she posted on the blogs that she was burying her brother, which I'm not gonna be disrespectful with that.
yeah,
So prayers to you. But girl, like you're crying on national television about this best friend that is clearly showing you like, yo, it's not the same. Like you're scary. Like you didn't fight for me. You didn't do your big one for me. So why do you keep putting yourself in that position? Like it's just washed up. Like we could have done without her.
right. I do feel like Suki feels this type of way still, as she rightfully should. And I feel like their friendship will never be the same. And I think that Sapphire's just trying to push it and trying to get it back to normal. And this show is doing no justice towards the friendship. Like it's just gonna make it worse.
This is not the platform for that.
Exactly.
Like go to freaking, I don't know, like go to, I don't know, go somewhere and work out your feelings, a counseling session, therapy, and work it out there. Maybe we can get some BTS, a YouTube channel with that or something. But for baddies, girl, we don't want to see that.
Right. We don't
like,
care.
we don't care.
And I just love Suki. I don't know why I love her so much. Also because she stands her ground, doesn't give a fuck, and like, not gonna lie, like I don't care what anybody says. She won that fight against Rolly. All she did was get pushed against the wall, but she was swinging.
Like I'm like, I hate how TV like weighs out fights because where I come from, it's like all that throwing stuff and loud and pushing and all that don't count. Like we want to see how many hits connected. We want to see what was done. Okay. And I feel like if it was the right setting and it wasn't no liquid and all that stuff on the floor, put them in the boxing ring or something. Suki is knocking Rolly down.
Right. I think so too.
Like Rolly cannot fight to me really like that. She's just big.
I want to say something because I feel like I'm just going in and on Rolly. There's a lot of negative thoughts about her. However, I will say she does look good. this season. She's lost some weight from her surgery.
I ain't gonna lie. When she
Looks
walked
good.
in, I said, "All right, Rolly." Her
Yeah.
confession look. I
Mhm.
said, "Okay, Rolly.
Yeah.
Okay."
She looks
All
good,
right,
and I've
Rolly.
seen her more recent pictures online, and she looks even better. So she's doing a good job. She's keeping up with what she needs to keep up with to make her body get to where she wants it to be, and props to her for that. But now you're gonna go keep calling more people fat, but it's gonna give you more ammo. But yeah,
That's what I liked about Ahna, though. Ahna was like, "Girl, you trying to talk about me, but you're getting surgeries to be skinny." Like, that's what I don't like about big girls that get surgeries. You
right,
can't be a big girl, get a surgery, and then attack the skinny girls. Like,
exactly,
you want to be skinny, so why are you attacking? Go start talking about the big girls. Like, hey, I ain't fat no more. Like,
exactly,
that's what you need to do. Why are you attacking the skinny girls? You dumb.
exactly.
And I hate that she argues with Ahna. Like, Ahna, I don't know. I like Ahna.
I do too, because Anna just like another person just doesn't give a fuck. Small ass
But
girl fight
I
anybody.
ain't gonna lie. I like Ahna when she's versus Rolly. But when Ahna came from my sis Stunner Girl, Ahna was gonna
Okay.
get put under.
And I
She
will
was gonna.
say her and Biggie were really fucking annoying at that reunion. They were a little obnoxious because they were two turn. I don't know. Well, I think Anna was two turn, and Biggie was just, you don't fuck with her. You don't trust her. She was just a little child. She was about to cry her eyes. You don't trust her. You don't trust her. That was, I couldn't. I literally cackled every time she did that. And then she got spun around too, but
Oh my God, poor Biggie.
I don't know. She be getting on my nerves too.
Yeah, Biggie. I have a love-hate relationship with Biggie.
Yeah, I do
Like
too.
first episode, I'm not gonna lie, I hated how Jela did that,
Mm.
and I don't feel like Jela was gonna whoop Biggie. Like I don't think she was.
Well, you know what?
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was going to, but once I saw Biggie get that first punch in, that made Jilla's head fly back.
but see, that's why I said that. I'm like, she was too confident to fight Biggie. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, she's gonna. You know, when you just, it's like performers when they're just so confident, ready to sing, and then they crack on their opening. Like,
Right.
that's how I felt. Like,
It's weird because it's like Biggie will sometimes do really good in the fight. Like when she fought Rolly in that house the first like 3 rounds, she did good. And I was like, I think Biggie won all those. And then at the reunion, ET tries to attack her and she does a somersault. And I'm like, what
but
is
see,
going on?
he could fight though. So
Yeah,
it's like,
true.
I don't feel like Rolly could fight. I just feel like Rolly's big.
She uses her
Like, and she knows how to use her weight. I don't feel like she could fight. So
right.
it's like, but Biggie, like she could maintain her. So I was just like, yo, like when she fought Jayla, I'm like, yes, good. Like, yeah, I don't like Jayla either.
You know what? She's somebody on Bad Girls
I'm not
Club
a
I
fan.
kind of had a love-hate relationship with. I'm like, I liked her, but then when she was with the twins, she was kind of annoying. But I rooted for her when she came to Baddies. I liked her when she fought Rolly, because she tore Rolly up outside. So I didn't know if I was rooting for her or not. I had to just see for myself, and I think she was doing a little too much this episode. And she kept going back
Yeah.
again and again for a fight after her eye was already like kind of fucked up. But
Like,
I will say she did give Biggie a little welt on her head. I don't
she
know if you
did.
saw that. She gave her a
And
little.
Biggie got to cry. I don't know if you caught that when she went to shake Audrey's hand. She was like,
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Mhm.
me, like you got to do the voice. You got her voice down. But she was like,
And now
was,
we know. Now we know why she got that voice because she be smoking them fucking Newports.
oh my gosh.
She
Lay
had
off the
a Newport in one hand and a blunt in the other hand. That's
lay off
crazy work.
lay off the yeah, please let's lay off that. I just cannot stand that. I'll be like, come on, can we put the cigs down, please? But not like I don't know. Jayla, I did like Jayla because I'm like, I'm a fashion girl. So y'all know I'm a stylist. I love it. I love Jayla's aesthetic. Like she's very clean. I love the all white approach. I love that for her. She's a very well kept girl, very beautiful woman. She's beautiful to me.
Mhm.
But this season, her attitude came in as if I'm an OG. I'm her, and I'm like, like we don't even really know much about you either. Like, you know, like you're an OG, yes, but it's like
you got your good feet on, and
yeah,
so let's
I just felt like she should have kept staying with a gracious role.
Mhm.
Like came in trying to be catty, and I don't like how she kept coming for Biggie. Like, leave it alone. Like, I don't know.
What's
Yeah.
up with the Biggie and her little YouTube podcast with a fucking teddy bear? Because that shit, like, I got secondhand embarrassment and I had to hide my face.
It scared me. I was like, it scared me. Like, why are you talking to that bear? And then she looked really uncomfortable. I'm like, what is going on? Like, girl, no, I'm not feeling it.
I think the teddy bear was uncomfortable because well,
No, the teddy bear.
I just wanted to know her like thought process on creating the fucking podcast. It's like you did you have a whiteboard and you were like, here's the story, here's what we're gonna do for this, and that's the best you could come up with?
No, I think she had a Newport and she
Multiple.
was like gonna go viral and I'm gonna look stupid and I don't care.
Well, she
Yeah.
had multiple Newports, not just one. Let's be real.
Yeah. She had a pack. She had the carton. The carton of Newports. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like when they showed that. I was like, she makes me laugh, but like uncomfortable. Like
Mhm.
you said, secondhand embarrassment. Like it's
Right.
funny, but it's like, okay, yeah, something's weird.
And okay, so obviously I want to get to Bianca, but she comes in very late. So I guess
Yeah.
first to get into the new girls, I want you to start and say whatever you want to say because I don't even remember these girls' names.
Okay, first of all, the cast for Baddies Caribbean is crazy.
It's so big.
Like, I'm like, what is going on? So from the ones they introduced, I'm not feeling the Gretchen girl. It's
I'm not
something
either
weird.
because I just know the one thing about her saying the N-word, and that's you're
And
already the worst
you know,
introduction you could have.
people like always want to try to desensitize that. And I just feel like there's just some things when it comes to race, leave it out. Like if
Mhm.
people are uncomfortable, then they're uncomfortable with it. That's
Right.
just like you can't just be like, oh, well, I grew up with these people. No, like there's people that did not grow up with you and they're not jacking that. Like they don't no, don't say that. Like, period. I don't care. So I'm not really feeling her. Um, which is crazy because when I was with Bianca and we were getting ready for the filming process, we got to see her. And I'm like, who is this person? Like, and I was like, oh, I thought she was like a part of like the team, the crew. So to find out that she was on Baddies, I was like, oh Lord, like, okay. So yeah, I don't know about her.
I was a little disappointed because I saw the trailer and I saw her and I was like, okay, she's kind of eating in those fights. And I was like, I feel like she's gonna do like her big one, like big white girl. Okay, get it. And then I heard the shit on the blogs of her saying the N-word, and I was like, why? Why? It's like
instantly turned me off
and
about her. Like, I don't even want to give her a chance because it's like you said, that was your intro.
Mhm.
That's how you're coming in. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Like you're coming on a show that is owned by a black-owned network with
predominantly black.
majority of the cast being black. What the fuck did you thought these people were gonna have a problem if you said that word? You didn't think that they were all gonna try and jump you?
I feel like it's how can I say it? It's people that like they don't understand it. Like they don't understand like the how can I say it? Like the power behind it. They don't understand like all that comes with it. So they look at it as like, oh, it's just a word. So it's
Right.
like there are some people like I have friends that feel like, why are you tripping? Like, why are you mad about that word? And I'm like, yo, because it's disrespectful. Like, like I don't even use the word as much. Like, so I use it, but it's not like that. Like, so I feel like some of these girls don't have real friends. Like when me and Bianca was getting ready, because you guys know I styled Bianca for this season. We went through a lot of things like, okay, don't do this, don't say this, don't look like this. Okay, let me see how you're gonna pose. Let me see how you're gonna look. Okay, like we literally talked about certain things like, okay, be careful, don't say certain stuff. Like, so your real friend should tell you, don't go on there saying that. And she went on there saying that.
And
Like,
those
no,
aren't your friends. Those aren't
they're
your
not.
friends if they didn't tell you to do that. It's just like it's ignorance. It's pure ignorance. I mean, if that's even, I feel like even that's an excuse. Saying that you're ignorant and you just didn't know that it was that horrible of a word. It's like it's 2024.
Yeah. I'm like, it was just, I don't know. It was so many girls though. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a lot
Right.
of girls. Like, this is a big cast. But I think I'm interested to see Blueface's sister,
Callie, right?
Callie.
I'm excited to see her too because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of Blueface. So I'm really hoping this is like a Krishan and Taseki situation where we like the sister more than the brother.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of Blueface. Like,
I'm not even gonna give him any time.
Yeah, we're not.
He's not a part. He's not a
But
cast of baddies.
she is a seed of Carlissa, and I just feel
Not
like,
seed.
like I'm just like she gets into it with Natalie, and I'm like, finally, it's not like I want people to fight Natalie,
I do.
but it's people that I'm like, okay, I do too, but in a good way. Like, just why are y'all scared of her?
Right.
Like, she's on cash just like y'all. She's in the house
Exactly.
just like y'all.
Mhm.
She has to show up to green screens and filming just like y'all. Like, her name is not signing your check. So why are y'all scared of her? Like,
Right.
so to see her come in and pop it off on Natalie, I'm like, yeah.
And very early on too. Like she didn't even wait till the end of the season to get her camera time. She was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just deal with what I have to deal with."
And that's what I like about the new girls. They're like, look, we're gonna pop it off. If we go home, we go home. But we did our big one.
Right.
And I love it. So I'm like, yeah. I didn't get to see. It's like I can't wait to see the next episode because I'm like, what did she do to Natalie? Because she had Natalie flustered.
I know. I hope she gets. I'm not trying to say I don't want Natalie to get hurt, but
look, we don't condone.
I need her to be humbled
bullying.
at least once per season. You know what I mean? I need her to just be humbled once per season, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
Because she was the way. I'm not gonna lie. I almost felt bad. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I almost felt bad for her at the reunion when she got flipped by ET. I was like, oh, she's like not even talking. That's how horrible she feels about what just happened.
You know what's crazy? ET, I loved her on the other networks, but when she came to like Baddies, I was just like not like I was just like what? Like I was sad because I'm like no, like I wanted her to have her own like thing, but when the reunion came and she whooped down on that, it was like a piece of me was like, yay, but
I know. That's exactly how I felt because I didn't like her throughout the whole season, but then the reunion came, and like I said, she did what she did to Nat, and that at first I was excited, but then I kind of felt bad for Natalie. But then when she fought Sapphire, I was like,
yeah,
thank you so much for doing the devil's work.
Yeah, it was pieces of me that was happy. I was happy that Taseki whooped her. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was happy that.
No, that was like, gorgeous to watch.
You can't get down, but everybody else that you ran through, I'm like, yes. But then I felt bad. I'm like, dang, you had to do that like that.
I know. But she got tore up, but then she like still kept going. And when she did Sapphire, and I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. By the way, I don't know anything about Meatball. I feel like she has a big following, and I don't know anything about her. Do you know anything about her?
So Meatball was viral off of, I believe, some TikTok stuff. Like, I think that's how she went viral, and she has some stuff. But I feel like I'm not really a big TikTok girl, so I was kind of late coming on to Meatball. But she has like viral sweaters and stuff, and I'm like, yo, I want to get a sweater for Meatball. Like, but I want to see more about her too, though. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping that she. I've seen some emotional clips through the previews, and so I'm like, okay, we got to see, but I really can't put my eye on her yet, like my finger on her yet. I'm like, I got to worry about her. Yeah.
Diamond the Body already had. I like her from Now That's TV. I mostly like her because I've met her behind the scenes, and she was just really nice and cool. Because I worked on set with her, but she didn't do great in the audition. She got tore the fuck up after snatching someone's wig off. So I'm hoping she does better in the actual season, but it wasn't the best introduction.
Diamond is like a wild animal. Like,
they come from Now That's TV, the like where they fucking throw down and then come on Zeus and get beat up like that. Like it is not a good look.
Diamond, but I feel like that humbled her because Tinkerbella, she was not playing with Diamond. Like Diamond went, and then I'm like, you go to like try to snatch that girl's wig, and she flipped you and did you in, and then she tried to blame it on the boots. I'm like, girl, you should have slid them boots off. And then let's talk about. I can't stand a girl that feels like just because they have designer from head to toe, you're fly and you're better than the next girl.
Better than everybody. Yeah.
Some girls go and get a fit from Target and step out with a few statement pieces and they shut the scene down. So Diamond, you're standing up there with that old season of Dolce & Gabbana glistening like a disco ball, and you get thrown across the dance floor. Like, I'm like, why would you?
That was so sad.
But I did hear some things about Diamond while they were filming. And I ain't gonna say what happened,
Oh, don't
but
do
what
that.
I will say is Diamond, girl, learn how to come from the shoulders and go straight up. Don't be no sneaker. Ooh. Okay.
Oh
So
no.
I'm just put that on that.
I got you probably can't answer this. I kind of want to just like cut this out and ask you this question. Was there any, do you know if there was any involvement with the Cass and Lemmy Pepper?
Of course. Like,
oh, not,
of
I just,
course.
I can't, we can cut this out. I just can't because all I do when I look at him is think of meat from SpongeBob. That little fucking sardine. I can't, like, I know you got money, bro, but I will never, I won't fuck you
Gonna
with
crack
this
me
dick.
up because she calls him Urkel every time, and it just makes me scream. Like it just cracks me up. She be like on him so bad. But Lemmy is, first of all, just pay attention to certain girls that move certain way with the
Oh
cast,
yeah.
and you're like, why are you moving like this?
Mm-hmm.
That just shows you. That just
Oh,
points them out.
100%. It's the
And it's
production.
obvious. Like we can answer it because it's already out there. Like you're definitely messing with Scottie.
Oh,
like you're
100%.
messing with Scottie.
Yeah.
It's already came out, like, and y'all know I'm like this with Stunna, and Stunna didn't leak everything already. We know you didn't mess with Nat. That got leaked out already.
Probably still messing with her.
Ain't no problem.
My thing is like, he's not a bad looking guy. However, he has like, he's definitely like very nerdy. And I feel like he's forcing himself to be somebody that he's not because of the shows that he works on. And he's trying to like be this turned up guy. And it's like, I know you got money and shit, but it's just, it's this facade that I can't get over. And it is so unattractive.
He's a loser. I just feel like men that get money and they're insecure, they're lame. Like, and then they do goofy stuff, like go mess with a whole bunch of girls, go do this, but they like hide underneath their money. Like, but I'm the type of person, like I have these weird glasses that I could just loser, lame, cornball, and it just goes off every time I see him. Like, and I just feel like, yeah.
I just feel so bad for any of the cast members that actually deal with him sexually. I'm not gonna because it's like I know he don't be putting it down like that. And I can't imagine how awkward and uncomfortable it is in that bedroom.
And I heard from a little birdie, it's a little hot. It's a little spicy. Like it gives like hot tamales. So I don't know why anybody want to do anything with it. Like,
well, we know Scottie be getting a little bit jealous too. So I don't know. By the way, we're talking allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly. What people say is, yeah.
Oh, by the way, going back to Rolly and Ahna, because they're on injured reserve. Rolly got her body done. Ahna didn't really tell too many details because she said it's personal, but she got her face fractured. And I heard from a little birdie that there was a situation with one of her exes, and she may have given him something, and he may have come back and tried to catch her, and she ran into some type of wall. I thought that she was gonna. I thought that it was gonna be
wall, or was the fist the wall, or was the hand the wall, or was it? Because I don't.
Because how do you know
these walls? Are we calling these walls?
How you don't?
Because I don't think a wall could just hit you right here. Like, I mean, I done ran into like a glass door one time trying to walk out, and I hit my face.
My nose would have hit it first. Not here.
You know, my nose would have hit it first.
Who walks into a wall like this?
I don't think you can hit the wall like, I don't know. If we call wall hands, then hey, yeah, she hit a wall. The wall hit
mathing. And if that's what happened, I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Mention not putting hands on women.
I'm against domestic violence 100%. I don't support it. I don't get with it. I don't care what it is. Like, I just feel like keep your hands to yourself, whether it's a female abusing a man or a man abusing a female. Like, I'm just keep your hands to yourself.
Right.
But what I can say is this is what happens when you are allegedly involved with somebody that can't, like, I just feel like, put it this way.
That isn't clean.
Somebody told me that somebody was messing with somebody, and if somebody found out that somebody was messing with somebody, and he got mad at somebody, so he hit somebody in the face, and then the other person called to somebody and said, "Yo, somebody hit me in my face because I can't stop messing with you." So then somebody was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna get you up out that situation." Like, but yeah, it's like, girl, you're. Do we know who she's messing with? I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna do my.
I thought it was just a simple guess, but if that's the case, then everybody got it.
No, so I feel like I know that she's involved with our lemon pepper, but her person that she's involved with, I feel like he's somebody in the industry.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you know who it is, you can say it and I'll bleep it out.
So it's yes.
Wait, you know this for a fact?
Yes. Mariah told us.
He got the herb?
So, okay.
You got the Clapiana?
Huh?
You got the Clapiana?
So pretty much it's not herb. It's chlamydia.
Oh.
So yeah. I guess he found out that she was still messing with him and like looked through her phone and some type, and then
and then got tested.
I don't know about the testing. Like, I don't know if it got I don't know about that, but I just know that the boyfriend looked through the phone and found out, and they got to fighting, and then she got hurt, and then like all over him. So if Scottie got it and he got it, she got it.
I will say, at least I think, if I'm correct, that with chlamydia you can take a pill and get it. Maybe. I think
I thought you can take a pill. One that, like, yeah, you can take a pill, but it comes back.
Right.
Like,
that is still
it is like something that you gotta like keep treating.
I just wouldn't have said anything about my fracture.
And then it grows.
Why?
Like
Ahna? I like Ahna. Why she gotta do that?
I wanted her to stop arguing with Stunna Girl so bad because Stunna has so many receipts and she still has more receipts. So I'm like, just stop arguing with her. Like, I don't know why you would keep arguing with a girl that really knows what you got going on.
Right. I mean, she has such a big platform and she clearly does not give a fuck who she's talking about any type of repercussions. So it's just like, just let it go. Be the more mature person and it'll probably benefit everybody, you know?
How do you feel about Audrey being there?
I think they just definitely brought Audrey in as like the comedic relief.
Oh, I call her Aubrey.
Wait, is it Aubrey or Audrey?
Is it Aubrey or Audrey? Aubrey O'Day.
Aubrey. I think you had it right. Audrey O'Day or Aubrey O'Day?
I don't know. We're gonna call her Miss O'Day. Miss Daniel.
Oh no, and I'm surprised that I don't remember it because I used to watch her all the time.
Yeah,
what did she say? She said, "Can we do shoddy clocks?"
Shoddy clocks. I'm like, now, girl.
I was dying laughing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of cute.
I was like,
she seems so innocent. She's definitely there to like for those camera operators to have that reaction that they need to cut to during every fight because that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be her face.
What irritated me was Sapphire talking about you can get behind any one of us. How's she gonna get behind you and you getting whooped?
Girl,
what you gonna
you are the last choice. If I had to stand behind you, you might as well just fucking throw me off a building. I'd probably be less injured.
Just go ahead and throw me off.
She's gonna be the next one on. If she's behind her, she's gonna be the next one on injury reserve. The fuck?
Oh my gosh.
What are we talking about? But yeah, I mean, I think Audrey. I don't know why we're forgetting how to say
Miss O'Day.
But Miss O'Day. She looks good. She seems like she's just there for a good time. I don't think she knows what she's getting herself into. However, I don't think that she's gonna get into any altercations. Obviously, they show that like stupid fake little skit of her and Natalie about to fight, which is fake. Like, cool. It was kind of funny. I think she's gonna be very surprised when all the brawls start happening, and she's gonna probably be traumatized after filming.
Yeah, she is. She's gonna need therapy.
So we're not gonna give Gretchen any more time because we already talked about how we felt about her. When it comes to the Claremont twins, I kind of feel like they're there for like the same thing as Aubrey or Miss O'Day. I think that
Mhm.
they're just going to be there for a couple scenes, a couple sit down talks with Jela to bring Claire Mina back. And that's it. I think they just brought them in because they're
I love
and
the Claremont twins, but it's so crazy how they changed their entire identity.
am I tripping or are they like 15 shades lighter?
They are like, I'm like, it's giving white chicks.
I mean, maybe it can just be makeup and lighting, but all the pictures I've seen of them after their surgeries is crazy different from
I
the
know
way that
that
they
like
look
in
on
real
Bad Girls Club.
life, 'cause I was shopping one day with one of my clients in LA, and they were coming out of the mall, coming out of Saks, and I seen them, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's the Claremont twins. So they are a little bit darker than their pictures show.
Okay.
Like they definitely like me and stuff on their pictures. So I'm very interested to see how it's gonna look on camera because they've never done after that, they haven't been on reality TV.
Right.
So I'm really interested to see how it's gonna play out. But I love the Claremonts. They're just so
I
like
like them. I
they're
like them on Bad
fly, they're
Girls
blue
Club.
boards. Yeah,
Did
like
you watch them on Bad Girls Club?
yes,
And I liked
yes.
them, and I thought they were pretty back then. I'm like, you didn't have to do so much work, but
And
I
they look good now,
they
but I'm
do
like, it's crazy. They did so much.
so much.
Like,
But it's like good for them. I mean, that's what they wanted
yeah,
to do. I'm just, the
yeah.
one thing I
Each
don't
your
know if
own.
it's true or not. I just hope that those pictures that they take together are photoshopped when they have their tongues touching and stuff, because that's a little weird. I don't. That's giving. It's
They're
giving.
like,
It's giving
what's the
incest.
song say? I don't care if they was real sisters. That's the
Mm,
vibes they get. Like
mm.
they will flip the trick together.
Well, I've heard that they have, so I
They
really hope
do.
that's just a rumor.
They're like, we don't care. We're gonna
That
go home with the
is
bag for the day.
I mean, it's already weird enough if you do it in the same room with the same person. I just hope that they don't do anything together. Because
Yeah,
that
because it's
is
when you have sex with your sister.
because that's jail.
Are we able to say that? Because that's I don't know. But welcome Claremont twins. I'm happy you guys are making your big
Right.
appearance
Me too.
back. I think that's classic though. I do think that that was perfect, like clickbait, like. But I just think
100%.
the platform that baddies are like that it is now,
Yeah.
it's like they're kind of like above the status of that. Like
Yeah.
they're more like, maybe they should have did like a baddies brunch or something and had them there and talked or something. So, but it seems like they get active. They was calling Gretcha or Gremlin or something. They called her.
Not Gremlin.
They did. They called her something. What did they call
That's
her?
crazy. I don't know. I don't think I paid
They
attention to that.
called
You
her
caught that.
something on the little clip on Coming Next or whatever they did her intro. They were talking to Jayla about her saying the N word.
Mhm.
And then they were like, yeah, the gremlin Gretcha or Gretcha something
Oh,
they said.
screaming. I wonder if they're gonna
Yeah.
talk about anything that happened on set of Bad Girls Club, like with all the shit that they did to their clothes, because they've never really made a video or come out or said anything because of all the legal issues back then. So I wonder if they're gonna talk with Jay Lamina about all that stuff, because even though it won't be relevant to what's going on the show,
But for
I'm
the
sure.
real fans of baddies,
Mhm.
bad girls, we want to know that. Like
Yeah,
so. So
right.
maybe you know how Nat does like the one-on-ones. Maybe they should like I hope that they get that.
Mhm.
So
The scream, the screaming is crazy. It's hilarious. I can cut that out. Don't worry.
okay, good. Cause I'm like,
So, are there any other, because there were so many new girls, I'm trying to think, is there anybody else that stood out? I know there's that one Jamaican girl from the islands, right?
I was wondering, I want to know more. Like, it's some girls that's on there that I'm like, okay, I definitely want to know more about, of
Yeah,
course, but it was like, I don't know, some of them I just feel like it's too many of them. Like we
right.
could
Well,
have did
we didn't see too much of her even from the auditions because I think she rapped and then they gave her the $5,000 and then they gave her the
yeah,
ticket. So,
yeah,
so that is one girl that I'm actually interested to see what her storyline is going to be and what her personality is actually like.
yeah. I feel like I just don't want them to like, how can I say it? Like skip so much of the storyline and it's just fight, 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 fight,
Mhm.
fight. Because it's
Yeah,
like, when you can watch something, well, I know you because you're the editor of all
yeah,
this crazy mess. So you get
right.
to see it. It's like some people I'm like, dang, I really wanted to know more about you, or I really wanted to like kind of get into you. Like,
Yeah.
that's what made me fall in love with Taseki, because at first it was just on go, and I'm like, oh God, we have another crazy Krishan. But then when I got to like hear more about her and see, I'm like, wow, I like her. So I hope we get to like know more about the girls.
Me
But
too.
yeah.
And I hope that there are just more or actually less set up scenes because they always do like a fight happens and the next day they'll have
Oh,
certain scenes set up where, oh, let's talk about last night, let's talk about what happened. I hope that there's just more natural conversations where they're like, oh shit, cameras start rolling because they're talking about this, talking about that. Because it's very obvious when the scenes are set up and it makes them so boring to watch. It makes me want to skip through them.
yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, I just feel like that's what it keeps giving. Like, just set up. Like, that's what they want. So it's like, yeah. But I don't know. I really hope the person that I really do have faith for, like I said, is Callie. Like, I really want her to do good.
Me too.
I already know Bianca ate it up.
I'm so excited to see Bianca because she comes in at the end of that. I thought she was going to come in later in the season for some reason because they didn't show her too much in the trailer. So I was like, oh, maybe she comes in mid-season. So when I saw her coming at the end, I was so excited. I mean, I've been watching Bianca since Love and Hip Hop. So I mean, the first time that I saw her back was literally when we were filming with her, and I was like on Coming Up Miami, and I was like, I can't believe I'm meeting this girl in person. She was so humble, so sweet, and now I'm seeing her on Baddie. So one, kudos to her for being on two networks at the same time. That's that's a whole boss.
On both episodes.
Right. And at least, you know what? She wasn't able to really get to people how she wanted to on Coming Up Miami because security was tight. She couldn't get to Selena. So maybe she's taking out some anger that she had on Selena also on these. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm like, for her, like, I really love her pure attention. She really did. Like, did you get to see the screenshots and everything that got dropped in the blog?
Of what?
Okay, so after they fought the episode, after this last episode aired, they had posted that Mariah was like, oh, because they were like, that's how you set for a friend. And Mariah was like, no, that's how you set for a storyline. Like, first of all, that's BS because she was literally texting Bianca like, oh, I'm about to pop on Sapphire. Oh, I'm about to say something, but you're being friendly with her. So you're in the text messages to us like, oh, you about to fight her. And Bianca's like, no, I got you. Like, Bianca's pure attention really was, okay, I'm gonna come in and step for you because they played with you.
Right.
But then for you to go be buddy with the same people that she was fighting, like, so yeah, I don't know. I slowed something down and I was trying to see, I was like, oh, okay. And then of course I know who Bianca fought. So I'm happy that Bianca whooped every single person she touched.
Ooh, so so you're saying that Mariah becomes cool with Sapphire again after all this after all these things going on? After after her and Suki try to kind of try to bully her last season. Like with all at the end of the season, they like ran her out. And you're gonna be I've never understood.
Well, you see how like on the episode, she didn't say nothing on the boat. She was texting. That's what the screenshots were showing. Like she was already like, that's what Bianca was saying. Like you went and was friends with the same people that you were like painting this story that we didn't like.
Right.
So it's like now that I'm friends, and then she tried to like leak and say something like, oh, Asian doll said this and this. Like, stay on topic. We're talking about you and Sapphire. Like Sapphire did the most to you, punked you on TV. I don't care about you.
Put your eye open.
I would never be. If somebody makes me bleed, bro, that's it.
I'm gonna try to kill you.
What say? You gonna beef with me forever, like
forever.
Forever, like
crazy.
So for her to like even be any type of cordial, cool, or anything, like I would have no.
That's so disappointing because I do genuinely like Mariah for the most part. There are times where she gets on my nerves, and I think that it is very stupid, makes dumb decisions, or she just doesn't stick up for herself the way that she should because maybe she feels like she's getting beat on too much. But it's like I would rather go out getting my ass beat and fighting the person over and over again that keeps trying to attack me, or having this beef with the person throughout the whole season, than letting it go when you did something like that to me.
She's stupid.
Yeah, I can't. You split my fucking eye open.
Like, you're dumb. There's nothing that you could say. There's nothing that even with her and Smiley, like Mariah's just dumb. Like you did all of this, you're doing all of this, and then you get back on TV and be cool with these girls. I could never, like, girl, no. And it's not to say like you gotta fight every time, but yo, like, just stay away from me. Like, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. You just split my eye. Like, they leaked your eye, girl, and then you ran and sat on the shuttle for the rest of the scene with the doors locked and the windows up. Like, girl, it was like, what the heck? So when Bianca came in, like, first of all, Bianca's entrance was so comedy to me because
so iconic.
If you notice, when she walks in, she's already, and you know, Bianca has braces. She walks in, she's already like fixing her mouth, like.
She already knew. I knew the second that she walked in what she was gonna do.
She couldn't even fully kiss Natalie all the way. Right. She's like,
because she already had seen Sapphire from the corner of her eye. She saw her target. By the way, speaking of Mariah, because this is something that people have been talking about since last season, how do you feel about her one-liners and her confessionals? Because a lot of people think that they're very corny, or they can be very corny. I think a few of them in the past have been good, and then she took it overboard and just made up her own. And I'm like, it's another secondhand embarrassment moment.
The first of all, the vein that pops out when she screams to the camera, it's very scary.
Oh, talk about my family.
Like, and then how she stresses the New York thing, like, girl, like, you don't have to go so, or like, we get it. Like, Bianca's from Harlem and she don't even do all that. So it's just like, Mariah is just, I don't know, she gives me a bad.
Because they obviously fall out on the show. Do they fight each other?
I was slow. Okay, so I went through and I slowed it down. And I'm like, yo, like, Mariah, it looked like you got whooped. Like, it looked like you got whooped by Bianca.
Okay, so I didn't even peep that they fought on the show.
I literally was scrolling and trying to see.
Yeah, because they do it too fast.
Yeah, what made me pay attention is because I didn't want to like bother Bianca so much while she was filming, but Bianca was writing on threads. So I was keeping up with her threads. And then when they was getting into it, I was like into the blog and I was reading it. Okay. So apparently Mariah like low-key teamed up with them versus Bianca. So I'm waiting to see how it played out because I'm like, I want to see how it looks because me and Bianca are cool, but I still have to respect her like job and her work and all of that. So I'm like, but as I was like looking and I'm reading the blogs, like Bianca said it, like they try to jump me and all this, like she was saying that, and Mariah was siding with them. So I'm like, let me tell you this, Mariah. Let me get real serious. Mariah, if you put your hands on Bianca, I'm gonna tell you, the whole city is green on you. Like we're coming for you because ain't no way you brought your bestie in here and you allow somebody to touch her, you allow any funny business, and she came for you. She came to rock out for you. And then you didn't even do nothing to the girls that split you, beat you, kicked you, mocked you, rocked you, socked you, hurt you. You didn't even do nothing to them. But you're gonna team up against Bianca, yo. You're mad goofy if you did that.
Like, that does sound picky and choosy to turn your back on the person that you brought in that fought for you. That's a little wild. That's a little crazy.
Yeah. So I'm.
We need to talk about that loogie, Bianca, the loogie. That was that.
I'm such a spit when you mad, girl.
That looked like that came from a whole 6'3" man.
She said.
I know. You know when you said she was fixing her mouth? I bet you she was just gathering saliva in her mouth the entire time.
And it's spread like
that shit looks like a fire hose. That bitch squirted out her mouth. Oh my God. I saw that and I was like, oh, Bianca. I said, oh, Bianca. And then I was like, okay, it's the Sapphire. Go ahead. Spit on her.
Yeah. Yeah. I was happy for it.
That's crazy.
I'm a good. That's like the biggest disrespect you can give somebody is to spit on them.
Right.
Like, and I just feel like it don't matter what you try to do now. She spit on you. Like, girl, you might as well pack it up. Like,
I think after this season, Sapphire's gonna have to.
I want to see what they do with her because they gave her a Baddies chain. You know, I seen that she had a Baddies chain, and I'm just like, how did she get a Baddies chain? Like,
Well
I
deserved.
feel, yeah, I'm like, she shouldn't have got a Baddies chain. Like, there was nothing baddie about her. Like, she got in there and she caught plea and she was riding like everybody's wave. Like, I don't know, I don't think she deserved that, but I want to see like her get exited off. So I don't know what part of the season, but I'm over her.
You remember on Bad Girls Club, on the season with Judy, where Tasha got the least favorite Bad Girl award? That
Oh yeah,
Sapphire needs that instead of the chain.
yeah, she should have.
It's not that there is no way that she deserves that chain the way that some of those.
Yeah, I don't. I'm like, mm-mm,
That's
mm-mm.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the season though because it does
I
seem
too.
interesting. It seems like more action. It seems like, I just hope that it's not so much fighting that we can't keep up with it. But I am excited that to see that it's more personalities, that they actually pick more people from the auditions.
Me too.
I do want to see, like, even though I know that Diamond was on there and not doing much, I just want to see like what she does. Cause I'm sad that like the Now That's TV girls come over and they just lose who they are on Zeus.
Mhm.
Like, why do y'all do that with yourself? Come over and bring that,
Right.
that
You're
bring that
supposed to
over here,
bring the fighting from Now That's CV over to Zeus. You
over there, and
gotta
have an
show them what you
advantage.
learned on Now That's CV.
Yeah.
But
Like,
speaking of, I'm a little worried. I hope this isn't the case because it seems like production messes with Bianca. Like they like her on Zeus. So I'm hoping because she was on Now That's TV also and like kind of at the same time, I'm praying that for some reason they don't give her a bad edit. I don't know if that's even possible, but somehow, I mean, me as an editor, I know there's any way that you can manipulate what people say, not necessarily do, but say to make them look bad. So,
I'm gonna just say, like, I don't trust Zeus really like that. I seen how they try to do stunner. Like, I see how they try to like manipulate little things. And I did hear that they weren't too happy that she was on Now That's TV. Cause it's no lie. Like,
right.
Lemmy
They
hates
hate, they
Now
hate
That's TV.
us. They hate us. And
And he
honestly,
personally hates Tilo.
look, I don't know why he hates him. Like
He
I
hates
remember my
him.
boss talking like
Like,
that, and he was like, I don't know why they dislike us. Like we would
they
support them.
hate they hate Now That's TV. So
Yeah,
it's like I wouldn't not expect it. Like I wouldn't. I'm surprised that even for this first show that they didn't make it seem like Bianca got beat up.
right.
Like, so I'm like, I pray that they keep it like, cool because we don't want to see Bianca go crazy. Like y'all already got stunner on y'all. I don't think y'all got
Do
enough
it again.
space for Bianca. Yeah, I don't think y'all ready for
We
that.
know
So
there's a way that they can manipulate those fights to make it look like somebody lost.
oh
100.
yeah, absolutely. So I just pray that they don't do no funny enough stuff or try to cut her scenes or try to do weird stuff. I thought about
Right.
that too. I'm like, oh shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But in her defense, she already had filmed and did all of that. So it wasn't like so it's just like I hope I don't
It's
know.
not like she went behind their back, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So she had good intentions. She got booked.
yeah,
She was doing what
yeah.
she needs to do. But I know we're gonna keep ranting on and on about this shit. We're gonna go on for another 2 hours. So I mean, I actually am excited to see this season. I wasn't really looking forward to it before the trailer came out that much because I wasn't that fond of last season. And the past couple seasons, I've kind of like they just haven't given me that like excitement as they did
Yeah.
with like the second season. Maybe it's because I've been editing with reality TV. Maybe I'm drained from that. I don't know.
I do. I feel like this season is like, yay. Because it's like, for me, I look at the aesthetics. So I'm
Yeah,
like, oh my God, they look good. Green screens looked great.
they do
Like,
feel good.
I feel like everybody looked like their looks were good. I really wasn't feeling their intro this season.
You know what? I forgot to touch on that because I know that shit don't you even try to say nothing. I know no, these people online. I know that was a fucking template that they got on online, and I know They do not know how to edit like that. That was a fucking template that I bet you I could pull up and
But
find if I Google it.
But see, I feel like that's where the competition comes in when Now That's TV and Zeus. I don't know if anybody paid attention, but you see how Now That's TV kicks out so much. Like they're constantly producing, they're constantly dropping. Mm-hmm. Since that's happened, Zeus has sped up their release times. Like usually we'll be waiting months and months for Baddies to drop, all this to drop. They literally finished filming and then boom, the release was out. Like,
they've been pretty quick about their stuff.
This season, Loki seems a little bit more rushed than the other one, and that intro gave rushed.
Let's be real. If we're being honest, it's probably because they wanted to get it out before coming up Miami, knowing that Bianca was on the season.
That's what I was thinking.
And it's just, I don't know. I just wish that they didn't rush the intro because I remember the older intro. I think last season they did kind of the same thing where it felt like a template. But like the 2 seasons before, they did the filming and it actually looked good and they had the 3D text. Yeah. It almost made it look like your budget was smaller. But then I noticed that your camera's upgraded. I noticed like from the production side, I was looking in the background during that dinner scene at the end, and their cameras had upgraded. And I was like, okay, good for them. Like the quality is even better, even though it's always been good. So
yeah,
it was like a step up and then a step down in the type of way.
But then I'm like, maybe because they were like in the Caribbean and all of that, like so probably that's why. But I'm like, like maybe they didn't have the proper like places to do all that. But I'm like, it gave like, you know how on Instagram now you can make the cutout stickers? It gave cut sticker on a
copy and paste. Me too. But I'll give them some grace. I mean, the show overall still looks good.
No grace. Get yourself together.
I just don't want people to think that just because I work for Now That's TV that I'm gonna just talk shit about Zeus.
No, because I'll be on Now That's TV's head too.
Exactly. I'm like clearly I'm doing an after show for the show, so I'm talking shit about the girls, not network. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we should wrap it up. Otherwise, we're gonna be talking forever. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait till episode 2 because that's where we're gonna be talking. Do that.
I don't know. Like this in
it. Okay, that was cute.
Right.
Okay, so episode 2, our shit will probably be even longer. We're gonna be talking way more shit. So y'all tune in next week.
Get in y'all feelings, y'all. Like you might be our least favorite today, and then next week we like, oh my god. So it's just like don't be in y'all feelings. Don't be over here trying to, come on.
We might talk shit about Rolly this episode, and then next episode be like, oh, she did something that we love. I did that my last after show.
All right, y'all. So, I'm your favorite stylist, styled by Ebanie, and I was so honored to be on the platform with Mo. We're going to be back next week bringing you all the good tea. If you guys have any comments or anything, make sure you comment below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and keep up with us. Set your notifications because we're not sparing nobody. No grace, no space. Y'all better come with it. Eat the looks, eat the looks, eat the looks. Are we calling you out?
Period. And you better not be talking that much shit. You can write all the comments you want, but be nice. Otherwise, I'm going to delete them and I'm going to cry when I go to bed, okay?
Period.
All right, so Nessie, I love you. Thank you. And I can't wait to see you next week.
Yeah. Okay. See you.
Good night, guys.